So the major focus of what we do is finding better ways to deliver drugs to the body. A huge problem with the way that we currently give medicines is only about 1% of the drug actually makes it to the target site. That's what we're trying to improve on.
So what we're doing here is developing new imaging techniques to try and help improve outcomes in cancer. That's the bottom line.
iSense is a large research programme which aims to investigate if the symptoms that we type into our phone each day can help to identify outbreaks of serious infectious diseases like pandemic flu and MRSA.
The motivation for the project is to try to pick up early signs of dementia. One of the ways we're trying to do this is using eye tracking, since it turns out that eye movements are a biomarker of Alzheimer's disease.
The way it works is these bubbles are injected into the bloodstream, they're carrying the drug. Once they get to a particular target site, we then expose them to ultrasound, the bubble starts to pulsate, the drug gets ejected, and these pulsations of the bubble act like a sort of micro pump and push the drug out into the surrounding tissue.
It's increasingly obvious that if you look at cancers, they are very variable. So even in one patient, if you've got two cancer deposits, they can be very different and respond to treatment differently.
We've teamed up with Google and Microsoft to look at search engine queries and posts on social media. We're building advanced data modelling methods to analyse those symptoms and the location of the mobile phone user to try to identify disease hotspots.
So I think the beauty of this sort of funding is that it lets us build multidisciplinary teams. Without substantive programme funding, you just can't have this group of 20 or 30 people, which is the minimum critical mass that you need to do this sort of research.
No one can have the knowledge of chemistry, of physics, of medicine, of biology that's needed to do the job. We have to work together very, very closely.
But the thing that makes the biggest difference is that high-level, long-term funding, because it allows us to get in there, do the work, make major advances.
With EPSRC funding, we're able to do the basic fundamental research, but we're strongly committed to translating that into a pipeline of innovative technologies.
So at the moment, less than 50% of people who develop dementia ever receive a diagnosis. What we hope to do is increase the rate of diagnosis and make the diagnosis available at an earlier stage.
The stuff that we're seeing now, I think, will be in the hospital in 5 to 10 years, widely used.
I've seen firsthand what chemotherapy can do to patients. I unfortunately lost my mother to cancer. It's horrendously inefficient the way we currently deliver drugs, and that's the problem that we're trying to solve.
The technologies that we're developing using mobile phones can be used right here in the UK for national flu surveillance, but also be used worldwide to track infectious diseases in any corner of the world. And it's that truly global impact that is really exciting.